Hunger by Theo Karagunis. WFP World Hunger Map. If we refer to the attached WFP World Hunger Map 2011, you'll find that the spread of hunger, undernourishment is extensive and spread throughout the world. Some important facts and statistics around worldwide hunger follow. Hunger facts. Hunger is the world's #1 health risk, killing more people every year than AIDS, malaria and tuberculosis combined. 925 million people do not have enough to eat. 1 in 7 people in the world will go to bed hungry tonight. 1 out of 4 children in developing countries are underweight. 10.9 million children under the age of 5 die in developing countries. Every year, 15 million children die from hunger. 1 in 12 people worldwide is malnourished. About 183 million children worldwide weigh less than they should. There are more hungry people in the world than the combined populations of Australia, USA, Canada, and all the countries in the European Union. 925 million hungry worldwide versus 870 million population in Australia, USA, Canada, and European countries. Countries, regions suffering from hunger. Africa. There are 42 countries in the region affected by hunger. Some of these include Ethiopia, cause of hunger, erratic weather conditions, droughts and floods, and war. 2011 Horn of Africa drought. There are 4.5 million people in need of emergency food assistance. Chad. Political unrest, fighting in east of country. Past 5 years, they have hosted 255,000 refugees. Congo. The Congo ranks last on both the Human Development Index and the Global Hunger Index. 70% of its population lacks access to adequate food. Mozambique. Its rural population is impoverished and food insecure. The country is prone to natural hazards. Americas. Bolivia is one of the poorest countries in Latin America. 80% of its 9.5 million population live under the poverty line. Haiti. On January 12, 2010, Haiti was struck by an earthquake that killed 200,000 people and injured 300,000. Asia. Afghanistan. 3 decades of war, civil unrest, and recurring natural disasters. Millions of Afghans live in severe poverty. Bangladesh, the most disaster-prone country in the world. Cambodia, emerging from decades of civil conflict and economic stagnation and over towards becoming a dynamic economy. The Middle East. Syria. Around 1.5 million people were identified to need urgent food assistance. Tens of thousands of Syrians have signed up with the UN Refugee Agency. Yemen. Political and civil unrest since January 2011, and food is critically insecure. How did it occur in these places? Natural disasters. Natural disasters such as floods, tropical storms, and long periods of drought come with massive consequences for developing countries and poor food sources. Floods bring diseases and drown crops. Tropical storms destroying everything in its path. Drought bringing little water and crops dying. War. War displaces millions of people from their homes, which ends up leading to huge masses of people hungry and massive hunger emergencies. Sometimes in war, the enemy destroys crops and water supplies to weaken the opponent. Climate change. Climate change, it increases drought, flooding, and change in the weather patterns. It makes it harder for farmers to pick when to grow their crops and farming practices. I'm so lost. It's just a matter of time. Overexploitation of environment. It comes with poor farming practices, chopping down trees, overcropping and overgrazing, all destroying the earth's fertility. All of our farming is creating erosion and desertification. This graph shows how hunger is spread throughout the whole world.